UFC Sacramento Hernandez and Rodriguez wrapped up, guys, as well as RAF 12. Before we even get into the full card recap for Hernandez Robocop, um, let's talk about some highlights. First and foremost, guys, this guy Cejudo got pinned. Not Cejudo. Merab got pinned in 36 seconds by Cejudo. Oh my God! First of all, look at that toss by Merab. Not Merab. Cejudo. I keep mixing up the names. Cejudo gets the ankle. Then fucking look at that toss. Look at that throw. Then he has his shoulders pinned. Even transitions. And then continues to pin the shoulder. Merab pinned in 36 seconds. 36 seconds is all it took for Cejudo to win the rematch. It was funny because the first fight, I remember Cejudo being up by like a long shot, and then like Merab comes back and has like, I don't want to say a fluky comeback, but it seemed like Cejudo gassed. So yeah, I've always thought Merab was okay wrestler, man, but I always felt like, like his best weapon has always been his endurance. Like Cejudo really showed levels here. He showed levels in the grappling. He kind of showed him that like, listen, brother, like I don't care your life, but like this is my life. I smash you, like make it look easy a little bit. That's what he really showed him in this one. So he kind of showed Rob levels. This one shocked me because I didn't think he was going to get him out of there that easy. Like I did figure he was going to win the rematch, but I didn't know he was going to pin him in 36 seconds. This is the only pin, I swear, on the whole card. We're not going through the whole freaking card, but we're talking about the fucking Sean Brady getting 11-0'd, which is not surprising at all. I hope no one's watching this like, dude, Sean Brady got 11-0'd, no way. The best thing to take away from this is actually Sean Brady, even though he's getting double legged by the best double legger in the history of wrestling. But his scrambling was cool. He get tossed and you like try to scramble. I know it's already it's already done by then. He's already getting scored on. But I like the reactivity off of Sean Brady. That's the best you could ask for a BJJ guy. Like once fucking Jordan Burroughs gets to a leg, forget it, bro. He gets to a leg here. He tries to stuff it, but he does a good job here. But it gets pushed out. He takes the back, but after he gets pushed out, so that's already a point for him. Brady's trying here. Brady was trying. Brady is obviously outmatched in a pure freestyle wrestling. Of course, this is like fence grappling involved, but oh man, look dude, Jordan Burroughs' double leg is just the best in the game. Once he gets to it and his ability just to drive, like here, oh man, the sprawl of Brady wasn't the best there. Like he didn't fully extend his legs. Like he needed his hip, to turn it maybe a little bit. Just fully extend the legs. He couldn't get the full extension on the legs, so like Burroughs essentially pulls his hips into him and then starts driving. And once he starts driving, it's over. You can see the ability not the ability, but like the muscle memory of Sean Brady after every single time losing a wrestling exchange, he goes to a scramble. That's the best thing I could credit for him in that one. But just wanted to talk about that a bit. But let's obviously get into this one now. The whole card. Yeah, the most embarrassing thing about that is just like Merab getting done like that. But as far as this card, listen, it was a good card. Why is my camera all the way up there? Let me lower it a bit. Good card overall. Actually, very fun card overall. I just didn't do the best in picks. Where's my water bottle? I didn't do the best in picks, so that's the only negative part about this. But I do get the main event pick right, which is the one I did want to get right the most. I thought Robocop could get it done by finish. Robocop showed some heart. I will say Anthony Hernandez has crazy heart, dude. Like he had no legs by the end of what round was it? By the end of the second. Well, the end of the second, Robocop was already up 2-0. It was like Hernandez was playing catch up. But like by the end of the second, it seemed like Hernandez's legs was gone. Third round comes. Hernandez finally wins it just by putting forward pressure, 1-1-2s. Honestly, I think Hernandez, if he fell in love with his boxing a bit more, he would have more success. I feel like his biggest moments was in the boxing. I'm not tripping. He had some good exit elbows off the clinches. But the reason I couldn't pick Hernandez, I kept telling you guys, his offensive wrestling is actually not very good. It's his ability to like continuously wrestle and break people, similar to Merab in that sense. Like, you're not going to look at Hernandez and be like, yeah, he's a great offensive wrestler, which is why I put the house for Strickland to beat him, because I knew he had no chance against Strickland. This fight, it was more interesting. But, bro, Hernandez is chinny to the body and the legs, but he could take a punch, bro. Chinny to the body and legs, but he could take a fucking blow to the head. I'll give him that, because he was getting rocked a couple times. Hit hard by Robocop, but, like, he would, like, smile it off. I don't know, like, fucking Hernandez physique's interesting. It's, like, it's obvious. Like, by looking at him, you could tell he's just chinny to the body and chinny to the legs. It's like, I don't understand, like, maybe, I don't know, like, I don't know if people want to, like, if I want him to go down to 170, see if he gets some six packs there and just, like, rehydrate back up, because he doesn't look like he's that big on fight night. It literally looks like he cuts to 185, probably weighs around 195, but it's more like just chubby weight. you know. There's people like fucking Patty who are lightweights, 155, weigh 190 on fight night. I think Hernandez should maybe try 170. It just seems like his offensive wrestling is not enough of a pillar against some guys who are bigger and stronger like Robocop. By the way, Robocop did great this fight. He had a career high in total strikes landed 243 against him, which is crazy. Robocop is not used to that kind of output, but he put on a high output fight and he didn't fully fatigue on himself. You know what actually helped him in this fight, in my opinion? I think the wrestling of Hernandez helped him, because I feel like you could see there was a point in the fight where Robocop was almost throwing, but his like arms are so ballooned up, inflated. There was like no real sting. No, I cannot say there was no real sting, but it was almost like he was punching in slow motion. And moments like that, I could also see Hernandez starting to land a little bit more. If Hernandez never got his leg compromised, he probably could have knocked out Robocop. But that's a really good game plan of Robocop. Robocop initially was targeting the body, went to the head, and then he started going to the legs. And then he broke him everywhere. I'm going to say Robocop did his homework. He knew Hernandez was chinny to the body, so he was exploiting that body. Also, I think that slowed Hernandez down a bit. Hernandez did have more heart than him, but they were just both off a straight heart. They were both off a straight heart. Like, I could tell the cardio of Hernandez wasn't there at some points, because you could tell that Robocop was draining those energies with the body shots, the kicks up the middle. But it was kind of like a hard off. And I think Hernandez had more heart, but like I said, when he was fence wrestling against Robocop, he was letting him rest, letting him chill, and then get his energy back. I really think it was a mistake on Hernandez. Like, I don't know, like Hernandez's game plan, I know what it is every time, but I feel like that works against certain people. Like, I get, he was beating like the Lindsays, the Booses, Hernandez could beat people who like had bad gas tanks. Robocop's not known for the best gas tank. That's how Jared Cannonier was able to finish him, by forcing him to strike, But I feel like Hernandez could have done a better job, if he forced him to strike a bit more. Even from southpaw, he was still landing some decent shots when he did some switch punches. But it was just a great game plan from Robocop. The game plan won Robocop the fight. It wasn't his endurance, wasn't really his heart. If it came down to endurance and heart, Hernandez would have won. Like, if it wasn't for Robocop's good game plan of like investing in the body, then investing in the legs, and then like, picking those shots, he would have lost. So that was a really good game plan, and that's what got him the win. That's why I actually thought Robocop's only chance, or one of his biggest chances, were by knockout. But he won by points because like I said, the game plan in that, like destroying the front leg, was just the way to go. So I got to give Robocop credit. He looked great in this fight. He called out DDP, which I don't really understand why he felt comfortable doing that. I could feel like, I don't know, like the way Hernandez had you hurt, gang. And then like after every exchange, like DDP, like when you're gassed and you're standing there throwing in the underwater, he's gonna just throw a 5-6 punch combo at your face, and you're probably gonna chin. I would love to see it. Easy fight for DDP, but what's DDP's coming off a win? No, like what is DDP gonna? Was DDP coming off a win? Why do I feel like oh yeah, he just nearly killed Usman. I was thinking about, I know that's a 170er, but he nearly killed Usman. He's like right back there in the title picture. So very interesting call out. It does nothing for DDP. I don't think DDP should get it. They're both big, massive people for the weight class. DDP's bigger, stronger, better kickboxer, and just too much heart for him, bro. You're getting out-hearted by Hernandez. DDP's a different beast. Ballsy call out though. I'll give him credit, but he did show heart. So shout out Robocop, great victory. Hernandez just needs to. I don't think he needs to switch up his style. Just he needs to stop. Bro, you can't change durability. He's not that durable to the body and the legs. Like, I just don't know what to say. He doesn't know how to check a leg kick yet. We're in 2026. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. But great performance by Robocop. Gets it done against Hernandez, who was game. Spivak was one of my underdog picks, too. I had confidence in him. I don't really know why. I expected him to let his hands go more. Seemed like he didn't. He got destroyed by Petrino. Petrino's someone, like, I just feel like I want to hate watch a lot. Like, it's not even personal beef, man. Like, he gets it done, though. He gets it done. He fights well, too. I can't even get mad at that. He outworked Spivak. I thought Spivak was going to have the advantage in the wrestling. No, turns out Petrino was the one who's able to take him down in the third round and wrestle him. I thought it was 1-1 maybe going into the third, and then Spivak just lost it. But probably 2-0 then again. I don't know. Petrino just did a good job making Spivak fight into his game, kind of spamming low kicks, spamming big kicks, and keeping him at bay. So shout out Victor Petrino. Gets it done against Spivak. Spivak's very embarrassing. Like, that performance pissed me the hell off. I can't lie. Oh, I just don't. I'm never going to underdog in heavyweight again. Like, fucking hell, bro. Spivak just embarrassed me there. Just made me look bad. Now I feel like I looked back with my little bit pick. Nah, listen, fun fight. All right. Now, why did I lie? See, that's my problem. I just lied for no reason. A stupid fight, boring fight. Victor Petrino gets it done. Moving on. RDR. Okay, guys. Now, when we talk fight IQ, people like, okay, congrats to Leon Edwards. You shooting a takedown on Sean Brady, then getting submitted like 20 seconds after. That's actually not going to go down as the worst fight IQ in UFC history. DeLindsay goes against somebody who's finally cutting less weight, whose only objective in the fight is to go in there and lay on top of you and pulls guard against him. Guys, I couldn't even believe. Sometimes you think your eyes are deceiving you. I've seen some poor fight IQ, this card specifically, but I never seen a decision so stupid in my whole time watching MMA. I've been watching this sport for years, bro. Probably on a decade now. How old am I? Maybe around a decade, but not religiously. But but I never seen something like that. That's like that's got to be number one. He pulled guard against RDR. I couldn't believe what I saw when he did that. I was like confused on if he was paid to. I hate saying fights are fixed, but I just think he should retire. Like, that just pissed me off. You know what? Like, I can't believe he did that. He pulled RDR on top of him and said, all right, control me for the rest of the round. And he was like, no, I'm not going to control you for the rest of the round. I'm going to finish you. Chased the finish, nearly killed him. DeLindsay, I guess he was just he didn't believe he could win because on the feet, like, he looked like he was kind of stifled from the power in the length. So he's like, didn't really have anything else to do. He's like, fuck it, I'm a pull guard. I can't beat him on the feet. I can't beat him on the ground. Let me just make this end quick. Gets nearly killed when he gets on the ground. RDR just lands big shots. I just really don't understand the game plan. I need a 5-paragraph written essay on anyone in the world. I got this pick right, by the way, but I'm just like, it's one of those things, like, I just really want to understand the psyche a little bit. I want to, like, sit him down and have a conversation face to face and be like, okay, what was the game plan? That's what he's going to say, because he doesn't know what he's going to say. So shout out RDR for the easiest fight ever. And then RDR like crying out, I just want to thank my mom. That was the hardest fight of my life. Shut up, bro. Shut up. No, I was just like, I'm not even, that fight just felt like AI. Just like pulled guard, RDR crying in the background, people in the crowd like, yeah, RDR, you're the guy. Like, I did not know. That felt like a TV show. Like, I don't even know what happened in that fucking fight, but it just made no sense to me. Congrats to RDR getting it done. And DeLindsay, I just want him out. I don't want to see any other DeLindsay on a card ever again. That's the last time. Medeiros versus Jones. Man, I did bad on picks, hey? I did say the odds made no sense for this fight because they had Mason Jones as too big of a favorite. Mason Jones looked like he was bad. I don't want to say he looked like he was better, but it looked like he was on the way to breaking him. But like, he just didn't respect anything coming back at him. So like, even the whole time, Medeiros was always landing stop, but like, it felt like Jones was walking through everything prior to the finish until he like walked into like 7 elbows. It's like, I don't even want to say he couldn't see the elbows coming. He could see them coming. He just refused to avoid them. He refused to defend them. He's like, all right, just keep elbowing me. I'll keep walking through it. He was doing chicken dances and keep walking forward. Like, bro, I don't know. Mason Jones, I respect his whole fight style of like, let me try to overwhelm you with his presence in there and I'm going to break you. I respect it. It's just a bit dumb. Shout out Medeiros for getting the knockout and shout out Mason Jones for just not respecting power. Mason Jones might objectively be like the harder person to deal with, but I feel like Medeiros showed that he was a smarter mixed martial artist, which made him like he deserved to win that. Yeah, as a big underdog too. I didn't understand the odds. I think at the start of the second round, he was like a plus 800, plus 900, and I saw Mason Jones over plus minus 1,000. So great comeback victory for Medeiros. He gets it done over Mason Jones. Carly Judas, WMMA is starting to outperform MMA nowadays. Judas goes in there and kind of disposes of Chavez a lot easier than I thought. I thought like she wasn't gonna get finished in the first. She finished her to the body. A lot of people chinny to the body this card, eh? This is the chinability of the body was being exposed this card. Dude, Judas gets it done. She looks like such like a, I don't know, like she looks like such a normal, basic, just, maybe a little bit girl you see at the library studying a little bit, but she's a mixed martial artist. She has a good finish rate too, despite like, it's not like she hits like an aggressive beast. She just targets shots well. So she gets it done against Chavez, makes it look easy. Who really cares? Anthony Witt versus Chapman. Anthony Witt said, all right, everyone's going to put me for first round knockout. I'm going to make sure to get a submission. First submission. This guy literally quit on himself, guys. I kid you not. That submission victory was hilarious because I saw this guy just pretend like his eyes were fluttering closed. Get the hell out of here, gang. I saw that, bro. You fucking tubby lard. You piece of lard. Yeah, this piece of lard gets pieced up, man. Like fakes goes to sleeps. It says fakes goes to sleeps. I said everything in plural. Yeah, I just very embarrassing performance by him. But Anthony Witt looks, good. At least I don't even know what to say. Like he gets it done in the first round. Kind of everyone expected a first round finish just by a knockout. So shout out to Anthony Witt. I like Anthony Witt. I like a lot what he brings. Good energy, good guy, God fearing man. Respect Anthony Witt. So great victory for him. Wow. Yeah, card of the upsets. I feel like I'm not the only one who did bad on this card, to be fair, because we got people like Jamal Elmer sliming out Lorraine Douglas. Now, the thing about Lorraine Douglas is that, like, I remember, like, after I made my pick, I was looking at, like, I kept seeing things on Twitter of him, like, quitting after he gets hit hard. Like, I seen, like, multiple fights. He would get hit hard and he, like, cower and fall on the ground and quit. You know, he quit in the regional scenes. This felt like that. But I remember watching live, people like, oh, his eyes exploded, dude. Oh, stupid lore. That's going to be fucking lore in this channel now. Dude, Kenny, no one would ever survive that their eye exploded. The kid just got punched like knuckle. Yeah, sure, that knuckle probably hit the eye, but dude, he just quit. Like, he cowered immediately. There's different types of people. Because I'm not even, like, it's not like he got chinned. It's not like he got hit and he was out cold. Like, he got hit. He felt it, and then he like cowered. He like jumped on and cowered. Like, bro, some people get hit. At least be like, oh, I got poked in the eye. Fuck. You know, I see people do that, but this guy he just showed he has quitted him. The Brazilian support. And it's funny because he's not even bad, and I know he's not bad. Like, he was chasing it. He was going for it. Jamal Emmers unironically looked good. He was just jabbing, sticking, moving. Bro, like, ever since Taporia lost, like, these Taporia variants aren't even, like, they're not intimidating. There's like a lack of aura they have now. It's like Justin Gaethje showed you could just beat these guys by jabbing, sticking, and moving. Jamal Emmers was jabbing, sticking, and moving. Then he did the same 1-2 that Justin Gaethje rocked Taporia with, and I believe in the second round. And but it said Taporia ate that shit to the eye. This nigga jumped on the ground and cowered. He's still a talented person, like I said. I'm not going to say too much negative about him. He looks good. Like, he's not like he looked bad that fight. He was cutting off the ring pretty well, you know, but Jamal Emmers is just superior in this fight. Like, Jamal Emmers is the better fight. I can't lie to you. But Jamal Emmers had the better game plan, so I was happy to see him succeed. Lorraine Douglas is still good. I'd never put him on my prospect list. You guys know that special prospect list on this phone, brother. I don't put everyone on this list, guys. But yeah, shout out Lorraine Douglas for going out there and losing to Jamal Emmers. Moving on. Don't guys list that too much. Okay. I was coming at fight IQ earlier in this video, right? Which I still think DeLindsay had the worst fight IQ. But wow. Kenan Nzechukwu decides to display a whole new fight style we've never seen before. He's never fought like this before, but he just felt like against Shamil, I need to do it. Just fucking plodding around, arms on the ground. Just like thinking he's cool, like MVP kind of, but like it didn't even look like him. I was like, what is he doing? I'm like, I've never seen him fight like this ever. Why is he trying it for the first time? The first strike that lands on him, he nearly died. He nearly dies. Like, literally this time. I'm not even trolling. He just gets touched with the shot and falls. It was kind of funny, but it was also like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that just made, bro, as someone who picked him, just as a Nigerian, that made me look bad. I felt like I got knocked out. I was like, whoa, that gave me the heebie-jeebies, bro. I'm like, what's going on? Did this guy just go out there to troll or something? Oh, that's so embarrassing. Like, he has to go home, bro, and like greet the family after that game. Oh, chincha. Shamil's like, dude, Shamil's back in the fucking title picture, man. Yeah, Shamil's a world beater again. You know, deep down, I don't even know why I picked Nzechukwu. I guess I just wanted to keep the Nigerian curse up. Every time I pick a Nigerian, they lose. Every time I pick against them, they win. I picked against Usman against Buckley, he wins. Picked Usman to win, he loses. Pick Izzy to win, he loses. Pick Nzechukwu to win, he loses. You know, pick against Chidi. Wait, let me not even say that. But you guys get my point. The Nigerian curse prevails. Nzechukwu was like, all right, Kenny picked me. Let me just show a game plan I've never shown in my life. So Kenny's streak continues. Thank you, bro, for helping me continue the streak. I will never pick a Nigerian to win again. Facts. Shout out Shamil Gaziev. Chris Padilla versus Nasrat. Padilla gets the third round finish. I thought it was 1-1. I remember going into the third. Turns out every judge had a 2-0. Neither here or there. Not really a big deal. My only problem with this fight is that Nasrat seemed like he didn't want to fight like himself, which is a little bit frustrating. He is coming off a knockout. He was coming off that knockout loss against Salkild. But his best weapon is his boxing, letting his hands go, letting his hands fly the volume. He just didn't want to throw that at all, you know, which I could, you know, it is what it is. He didn't want to throw his hands. It is what it is. But when he did throw his hands, he looked like he was just a lot better than Padilla. But Padilla was doing a good job with his kicking game, just low kick, body kick, teep kick, keeping him busy. So shout out Padilla. And then he gets the third round finish submission, like right at the end of the buzzer, like sleeps him literally at the clock. So Padilla is good. Like, Padilla knows how to win. Nasrat, like, I remember, like, I was really high on him at a point, saying he's one of the best prospects. But over time, I will say, maybe, like, I don't know. He just not, like, I don't think he's bad. I really just think he maybe a confidence problem more so than anything for this fight. But nonetheless, congrats to Padilla for the win. He gets it done and goes to Nasrat, who's a pretty game opponent, and he finishes him as well. So that was a great win. Barboza versus Kuz. Barboza looked like he was trying to take his head off the whole time, and it was just a matter of time. He like hits him on the head, like forehead, literally, and then like he just got wobbled, and like it was kind of a weird finish. But I will say, Kuz wasn't fully there, maybe, but like I also think a part of him quit. But either way, he had no chance against Barboza. The hands were just too heavy. Man, he was throwing to kill every single time as well. Kuz seemed like he was just there to survive. He was like telegraphing the takedowns, doing crazy stuff. So yeah, shout out Barboza for the win. He kind of made it look easy, and he slimes out Kuz in a very easy fashion. A legend has been born, guys. A legend has been born. So Gage Young, I picked him in my video. I saw a comment. Someone's like, "You didn't do your research. Stan is not a power puncher or a striker." Went back. Turns out this guy is just a pure grappler. Watch footage. I was like, "Holy shit, Gage Young's not gonna win." On live stream, you guys saw him be panicking, like, "Oh my god, guys, I'm not gonna lie." I put live money on Stan. I was like, I just think he's gonna win. And or guys, I say the Black Charles Oliveira. I was saying it, guys. He's a grappler, right? But he has this presence about him. He's so lanky, bro. He's like long as hell. And he throws some weird angles. I like this guy. I put him on the prospect list. A star has been born with Dorsainville, the Haitian sensation. Well, he's the real Haitian sensation, Neil Magny. I ain't gonna lie. He should tell your nickname because Stan was coming in with like those long, rangy uppercuts, just knees up the middle, just constant forward pressure. His defensive capabilities aren't fully there, but he makes up for it with his just volume and overwhelming pressure. Gage Young is good. Gage Young is good. He was on short notice making his UFC debut. He's 5-0, not that experienced in the pros, and he goes out there and beats Gage Young, you know? Gage Young went to war with Salkild, and we know how good Salkild is. I'm telling you guys, this kid's good. He's a grappler primarily, but this fight he went out there on his shield and showed his striking as well. And I'm very impressed with this guy. I like him. I like them guys. Some people are 5-0, 26 years old. They're wicked young. They're in the UFC for the first time. They're so used to being the hammer running through people. They lose the first round. I saw this guy lose that first round. He goes back to his corner. What was he hitting me with? And I remember Bisping was making a joke about it. Oh, he's hitting you with everything, kid. You have bigger problems to worry about. Guys, that showed me that like he was mentally there. Like he was in it. He was like, all right, what's he hitting me with? He was listening to his coaches. He showed that he could take criticism, he could take advice, and he could work through it. I love that. Like this kid is legit. Like there's literally like I just don't know how else to explain it outside of he came to fight. He came with the right mentality, and like he just seemed like he was having fun entering it and during the fight. He loved that war. He pushed Gage Young, and he won that fight clearly. I thought it was 2-1 clear. I know some people think it's a robbery. I think it was a fun fight. Don't get me wrong, and I feel like his defensive capability sometimes makes it look a little bit closer than usual. But I'm telling you right now, this guy's the future. This kid's the future. He's 26 years old. Great hearts. Like he has that fighting spirit. It's whole hard fighting spirit. Look at Lorraine Douglas. Look at him. There's two different people. Some people get hit, they'll cower, and they'll run. Cower and they cry. There's some people like this guy, they'll get hit, he'll smile, he'll keep coming. I like this kid. I like everything about him. I DM'd him after this fight. I followed him. I love this kid. He's a star. Gets it done against Gage Young, makes it look easy. Stan Dorsainville from Haiti is one of the best fighters I've ever seen. I'm very high on this guy. I think he's the Black Charles. I really do. I love everything about his style. So I'm going to keep my eye on my boy Stan, and Stan is the man. Moving on to the battle of the lookalikes. Ugh, like, bro, these guys need to get new haircuts. Jackson McVee gets it done. I said he was going to get it done. He gets it done by knockout. He got it done by knockout. Simple as. And then Chanel Dyer kind of put it on Ellis Reed. Gets her out in the third round by finish. A lot of finishes this card. Fun card overall. I'm not going to spend too much time on those last two ones. But, yeah, this card impressed. I will say, like, the name value was lackluster, but I think it made up for it for the fun performances. I didn't do the best in picks, but a star was born. Got the main event right. What else can you ask for? Fun fights, fun knockouts. Let me know what you guys think about this card down below. As that is for me. God bless. 2, 3.